Lesson number 1, sets. Now the point is intersection of two sets. If we have given two sets A and B, then the set of elements which are in A and also in B, that is set of elements which are common in the sets A and B, is called as a intersection of two sets. And we write that intersection of two sets as in this way. This is the sign of intersection and read as A intersection B. Therefore, what is meant by intersection of two sets? If A and B are two sets, then the set of all common elements of set A and set B is called intersection of set A and B and denoted by A intersection B. For example, consider one set. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one another set B is equal to set of elements 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let us see the common elements of set A and B. That is, we call A intersection B. A intersection B is the set of common elements in set A and set B. The elements, common elements are 2, then 4, then 6. These elements are common elements. And now we can write in a Venn diagram. Suppose the first circle is denoted by set A and second circle is denoted by set B, and this intersection of two sets is common part, that is A intersection B is a part, and here we write the common elements in a set. That elements are 2, 4 and 6, common elements in these two sets. So remaining elements of set A are, that is 1, then 3, then 5. So set A contains the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and set B has the remaining elements 7, 8, 9. So set B contains the elements 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and common elements for both these two sets are 2, 4, 6, and the set of these elements is called as a intersection of A and B, and we write here intersection as A intersection B. Now let us study properties of the intersection of two sets. First property is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Suppose A is a set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and B is a set of elements 2, 4, 6. Then we have A intersection B. A intersection B is a set of common elements in A and B. That set is 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Then we write the set of B intersection A. So the common elements in B and A are also 2, 4, 6. From this we can say the first property is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Now the second property is if A subset B, then A intersection B is equal to A. Now consider one set as a B is equal to in set 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and consider the set A as a 3, 5, 7. Now let us see that set A is a subset of B because all the elements of set A are in set B. Therefore, set A is subset of set B. And now if we find A intersection B, then we get A intersection B is a common set of common elements in A and B, so that we got 3, 5, 7, and this set is also A. Therefore, if A is a subset of B, then A intersection B is equal to A. This is a property number 2. Now let us see property number 3. If A intersection B is equal to B, then B is subset of A. For this purpose, we take a set A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is a set, and we take another set as B, 2, 4, 6. From this set, it is clear that A intersection B is equal to B. A intersection B is equal to set of common elements in A and B are 2, 4, 6, and this set is equal to B. Therefore, A intersection B is equal to B here. Now, let us see that 2, 4, 6 are the elements of set A also. Therefore, set B is a subset of set A. So, this property is if A intersection B is equal to B, then B is a subset of A. This is property number 3. Now let us see property number 4. Property number 4, what is that property? A intersection B subset of A, and A intersection B is a subset of B. Now let us consider the sets. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is this set, and set B is a 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 is a set B. Now find A intersection B. A intersection B is a set of common elements in A and B. So what are the common elements in A and B? There is a 3, then we get 5, and then we get 7. These are the common elements in set A and B, that is A intersection B. Now this set A intersection B, this set is subset of A, and this set is also subset of B. That means if A intersection B is a subset of A always, and A intersection B is a subset of B. If we have two sets A and B, and their set of their common elements, that is A intersection B is a subset of A, and A intersection B is also subset of B. This is a property number 4. Now let us see property number 5. That is a property is A intersection A dash is equal to 5. Suppose we take a universal set as u is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, 7, 8. This is one of the set, and we take a set A as a set of elements 3, comma 5, comma 7. Then what is a dash? A dash is a complement of set A. Complement of set A. That set is set of elements which are in a universal set but not in set A. Therefore, A dash is a set from this 1, 2, 4, 6 and 8. This is a dash. A dash is complement of A, and that set is a set of elements which are not in A but in U. Now see that in set A and in set A dash there is no common element. Therefore, the set not containing a single element is called as a empty set. Therefore, we write A intersection A dash is equal to 5. Now, property number 6. A intersection A is equal to A. A is a set of elements 1, 2, 3, and another set is also A 1, 2, 3. Then their intersection is also A. Therefore, A intersection A is equal to A. In these both sets, common elements are 1, 2, 3. Therefore, A intersection A is equal to A. And the last property is A intersection pi is equal to pi. We know, let's consider one set A as a set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know that the pi is nothing but empty set. That set is written in curl, empty curl bracket. Now let us see that in these two sets no element is common. Therefore, that intersection set is a pi, that is empty. Therefore, A intersection pi is equal to pi here. Now, union of two sets. If there are two sets A and B, then the set of all the elements in A and B is called as a union of sets A and B, and it is denoted in this way. This sign indicates union, and we read it as A union B. Now consider the set. Set A is equal to, in curl bracket, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And set B is a set of elements 5, 6, 7, 8. Then A union B is given by A union B is a set of all the elements which are in A and which are in also B. So we have all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is called as a union of A and B. Now in these two sets, pi is a common element that we have to write in intersecting point. And suppose this is a set A and this is set B, then the elements of set A are 1, 2, 3, 4 and this pi also, and the elements of set B are 5, 6, 7 and 8. In this way, A union B is a set of all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and this is A intersection B. Now let us see the properties of union of two sets. First property is A union B is equal to B union A. If there are two sets, A is equal to set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is a set of elements 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have A union B is equal to set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is all the elements in set A and set B. And we have also B union A as a set of elements in B are 5, 6, 7, 8 and set in A 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, B union A is this set and A union B is this set. So all the elements in A union B and B union E are same. Therefore, we can write A union B is equal to B union A. Now let us see the second property. If A is a subset of B, then A union B is equal to B. Consider a set B as a elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and set A as a set 2, 4, 6. Then A is a subset of B and we find A union B is equal to, that will be set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. From this we can see that A union B is equal to B. Thus, if A is a set of B, then A union B is equal to B. This is property number 2. Now, see the property 3, that is A is a subset of A union B and B is a subset of A union B. Now consider set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and set B as a set of 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have A union B is equal to set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. From this we can see that A is a subset of A union B and B is also subset of A union B. This is property number 3. Now let us see property number 4. Property number 4 is A union A dash is equal to U. Let take universal set as U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the universal set. Now take set A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. Then what will be A dash here? A dash is a complement of set A. That is the set of elements which are not in A but in U. And that elements are A dash is equal to set of elements 1, 3, 5 and 7. From this A union A dash is equal to, that is union of these two sets will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and this union is nothing but universal set. Therefore we can write A union A dash is equal to U. Now the property number 5 is A union A is equal to A. A union A is equal to A. Suppose A is a set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and the same set is A 1, 2, 3, 4. Then union of these two sets, that is A union A, is also we got 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. This is property number 5. Now let us see the last property, property number 6. A union phi is equal to A. Let A be the set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and phi is a empty set, so it is written in empty curly bracket, and union of these two sets is equal to set A. Therefore A union phi is equal to A. This is property number 6. Now students, there are two laws that are called De Morgan's laws, and first law is in bracket A union B dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash, and another law is A intersection B dash is equal to A dash union B dash. Now the next point is disjoint sets. If two sets have no common single element, then the two sets are called disjoint sets. If A and B are the two sets and they have no common element, then these two sets are called as disjoint sets. Suppose A is a set of elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and B is a set of elements 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we see in these two sets there is no common element. These two sets are called disjoint sets, and in Venn diagram set A is written 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in circle, and set B in another circle 2, 4, 6 and 8. In this way we can show disjoint sets in Venn diagram. Next point is number of elements in a set. If A is a finite set, then number of elements in that set is denoted by n of A. Suppose A is a set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Then number of elements in this set are written as number of A is equal to 4. Suppose there is one more set as B, and elements of this set are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then number of B is equal to 5. Number of B is equal to 5. And the last point is number of elements in union and intersection of sets. There is one formula. Number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Example number practice set 1.4. Example number 2. In a hostel there are 125 students, out of which 80 drink tea, 60 drink coffee and 20 drink tea and coffee both. Find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Now, total number of students in the hostel are 125. Let U be the universal set of students in the hostel and their numbers are 125. Therefore, we write n of u is equal to 125. 80 students drink tea. Let A be the set of students drinking tea. Therefore, we write n of A is equal to 80. 80 students drink tea. Let B be the set of students drinking coffee. Therefore, we write n of B is equal to 60. 60 students drink coffee and 20 drink tea and coffee both. That is, we have n of A intersection B is equal to 20. That is, 20 students drink tea and coffee both. Then we have a formula n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B is equal to n of A 80, n of B plus 60 and minus 20. So 80 plus 60, 140. 140 minus 20, that will be 120. Therefore, students drinking tea or coffee or both is equal to 120. But there are 125 students. Therefore, the students who do not drink tea or coffee are 125 minus 120. Therefore, students who do not drink tea or coffee is equal to n of u, that is total number of students in the hostel, minus number of A union B is equal to 125 minus 120 is equal to 5. Now this can be shown by Venn diagram. Here 20 students drink both tea and coffee. Therefore 20, this will be written in intersection. And 80 students drink tea. Let A be the set of students drinking a tea, and that are 80. So 80, this 80 minus 20 is equal to 60 students drink tea. And here 60 students drink tea, and here minus 20 is equal to 40 students drink only coffee. In this way, we can write this in Venn diagram also. And in this Venn diagram, if we have to show universal set, we can draw the rectangle about these two sets. Now this is universal set, and there are 125 students in this set. Thus, students who do not drink tea or coffee are 5. Now example number 3. In a competitive exam, 50 students pass in English, 60 students pass in mathematics, and 40 students pass in both of the subjects. None of them failed in both of the subjects. Find total number of students. Now let A be the set of students pass in English. Therefore, n of A is equal to that students are 50. Let B be the set of students pass in mathematics. Therefore, n of B is equal to 60. 60 students pass in mathematics and 40 students pass in both the subjects. That is, n of A intersection B is equal to 40 here. Now we know that number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. There is equal to number of A 50, number of B 60, and number of A intersection B are 40. 50 plus 60, 110, minus 40 is 70. And one here given, none of them failed in both the subjects. So the students in competitive exam are n of A union B. N of A union B means the students who pass in English, only English. Students pass in both subjects, English and mathematics, and students pass in only mathematics also. Therefore, number of students is equal to 70. Total number of students is equal to 70. Let us show by Venn diagram. This is a set A, this is a set B, and this is intersection of sets. That is, number of students pass in both the subjects are 44. Therefore, we write here 40. And number of students pass in English are 50 minus 40 is equal to 10. 10 students pass only in English. Now number of students pass in mathematics are 60, and in both subjects there is minus 40 is equal to 20. So 20 students are pass only in mathematics. 10 students are pass in only in English, and 40 students are pass in both subjects. Therefore, this 20 plus this 40 is a 60, 60 plus 10, 70. There are total number of students 7. Now question number 4. A survey was conducted to know the hobby of 220 students of class 9, out of which 130 students inform about their hobby as rock climbing and 180 students inform about their hobby as sky watching. There are 110 students who follow both hobbies. then how many students do not have any of the two hobbies? How many of them follow the hobby of rock climbing only? And how many students follow the hobby of sky watching only? There is a class of 9, and in a class 9 there are total number of students are 220. Therefore let U be the universal set of students in the class 9, all the students. Therefore n of U is equal to 220. Number of U is equal to 220. And then 130 students have a rock climbing hobby. Let R be the set of students having rock climbing hobby. Therefore n of R is equal to 130. Now 180 students have sky watching hobby. Let S be the set of students having a sky watching hobby. Then n of S is equal to 180. And 110 students are such that students have both the hobbies. That is, there is a set of intersection of R and S, that is number of R intersection S is equal to 110. These 110 students have both the hobbies. Then we have to find n of R union S. n of R union S means the number of students which have only sky watching hobby plus rock climbing hobby and plus both the hobbies. Therefore the formula is n of R union S is equal to n of R plus n of S minus n of R intersection S. Therefore n of R is equal to 130, then n of S is equal to 180, and n of R intersection S is equal to 110. 130 plus 180, that will be 310, minus 110, it will be 200. So there are 200 students such that they have any one of the hobby or both the hobbies. So number of students having both the hobby, not having both the hobby, is number of U minus n of R union S. So total number of students are 220, and 200 students are such that they have any one of the both hobbies or both the hobbies. Therefore we find the students that having no hobby is a 220 minus 200 is equal to 20 students. Now number of students having only rock climbing hobby is n of R. n of R is the number of students having rock climbing hobby, as well as some students from this have hobby of sky watching. Therefore we want to find the number of students having only rock climbing hobby is equal to n of R minus n of R intersection S. n of R intersection S means having both the hobbies. Therefore 130 minus having both the hobbies is 110, that is equal to 20. Similarly, number of students having only sky watching hobby, this number of S is 180. These students have the sky watching hobby, but some of the students from these have both the hobbies. So these students, that is R intersection S, we have to subtract from the n of S. So n of S minus n of R intersection S is equal to 180 minus 110 is equal to 70. This can be shown by the Venn diagram. This is a Venn diagram, and in this Venn diagram the rectangle is shown by universal set. Universal set is nothing but total number of students in the class, and that number is a 220. Now this circle shows R. R means set of students having rock climbing hobby, and the second circle shows the set S. S is a set of students having a sky watching hobby, and the intersection of two circles shows the number of students having both the hobbies. Now the number of students having both the hobbies are 110, and number of students having rock climbing hobby are 130. 130 minus this 110 is equal to 20. Therefore this part of this part of Venn diagram shows only number of students having only rock climbing hobby, and that is a 20. Now total number of students having a sky watching hobby is 180, and having both the hobbies are 110. So we 180 minus 110 is equal to 70. So these students, this portion of yes will show here the number of students that only sky watching hobby, and that number is a 70. In this way we can show this by Venn diagram.